it is so important because we are facing the climate crisis and a biodiversity decline at the same time. And this is what science is telling us. This is not deniable. So nature restoration is actually a solution to address this both. We can address the impacts of the climate change, such as droughts, floods, the heat waves, for example, in the cities, and so on. And of course, by restoring nature, we can also bring biodiversity back, so we can actually, turn the tide of the biodiversity crisis. So it is a solution to basically the biggest threats that we are facing at the moment.
Because restored nature is more resilient to extreme weather, and also restored nature is better at capturing carbon.
Yes, restored nature is resilient to the extreme weather events. So, for example, if you have a river restoration project and then you have floodplains, these are protecting people like us from the floods. And of course, nature is also like a major carbon sink. So, of course, if we want to reach our climate goals, if we want to, fulfill the commitments that we did, for example, in the Paris Agreement, we need to restore nature. There is no other way to do it.
And yet this law is so controversial. There's a lot of opposition to this law. Opponents say it's going to be too expensive, it's going to impact food security.
Yes, of course, there is going to be some costs to restore nature, but we have to think about it as an investment. We have to think, what is the cost if we don't do it? And we know before this proposal was actually tabled by the European Commission, there was an impact assessment, and the numbers from the impact assessment tells us clearly the cost of inaction is 10 times higher than the cost of the action of restoring nature.